This lesson we're going to talk about inductor. We're going to cover the basic inductor, the terms, a figure, the definition of an inductor, the inductance, the unit of inductance, the schematic symbol that represents inductor in the circuit, and at the end we have one simple example. Let's go over the terms first. The first one is winding. What is winding? For winding, we use a long wire, grab the wire, and then wrap this around a rod, and that forms coils. A coil is just like the figure below. A coil also can be called a choke. A coil is more commonly called. Let's look at the figure below. The figure, it is an inductor. It's the simplest inductor. We can see in the center there's a rod. For many inductors, it may not have the rod, but that doesn't matter. It's an insulator. Around it, we have a long wire. This long wire is bended and then wrapped around it. So this is the simplest inductor. And now let's go over the definition of inductor. An inductor is a passive device. It's made of coil, a coil of wire, and it has some property of inductance. But what is inductance? Inductance is measured the ability for this coil to induce some voltage to change the current flow in the circuit. There are many applications of inductor. It can be used to design filter. If you have the power supply cord that connects your device to the outlet, you can see there's a bulky thing in the cord, and inside it is an inductor. It is used to reduce the noise. But we are going to talk about this in depth in future lesson. The unit for inductance is Henry. Symbol is H, but Henry is a big unit. For most inductor, its value is not that large. Often, so we won't use Henry. More commonly used units are millihenries, mH, or microhenries, microH. The schematic symbol for inductor is this. This symbol is just the shape of coil, and this is the symbol used to represent most inductor in a circuit. This symbol is for fixed inductor. And then the next one is a symbol for iron core inductor. The next symbol is for ferrite inductor. For ferrite inductor is mainly used to reduce the noise, such as you have the cable here connect to the outlets, and perhaps here there's a round thing. This connect to your, let's say, a laptop. Here, most likely, it has the ferrite inductor. The last symbol is for the variable inductor. Again, we're going to cover this in depth in another lesson. Let's work on one example here. It is an easy example. We want to draw a RL series circuit, and this circuit has a sine source. So that is pretty simple. We have an AC source. This side connect to ground, and the other side connect to this RL series circuit. R the resistance, and then L the inductance. We use Vs for source, R the resistor, L is the inductor. This is the RL series circuit that connects to a sine source.